Apparently, I'm someone who put a smile on the face of a party leader or a politician. Uh, Happy 2020. So, I have this shirt with me, this document with me. You know, there's like have been like a lot of people who are responsible. Few individuals still believe that they have actually the possibility to block my all of my electronics. I keep on receiving all kind of thefts. I've written down everything. Uh, this is, for instance, an example. Well, few people just might of have is considering everything as the probably the greatest mistake that could have happened. Uh, I went to my parents' home this morning. I was there on December 31st and on January 1st. Again, I'm just someone who has okay, so I just left it, so there's like a high level of understanding in the plan that I submitted, and I also left room for things. The work is multi-layer, multi-energy system based on environmental sustainability. It has 8 phases. The good ones are like putting a nexus, which is phase 5, putting a nexus between food, energy, and the environment. Phase 6 is scheduling the full conversion to a zero energy emission system when shifting these to very large infrastructures. Actually, this is phase 7. Phase 8 is the socio-political analysis of the acceptance of such technologies. Because 7 is a primal number, and on the way that I highlight everything, uh, it's not like I need to put food on the table or something like that. That's something which is basically given to people. Uh, but I'm just in this situation, meaning like trying to understand the world that I live in. Probably it might be the world of a middle recipient, which could be like very, very understanding. And the individuals is like when they wake up in the morning, they just put things like that. And to be honest with you, up until today, I have not received any document. And I think people just had to wait 10 years to go by so that they can safeguard their jobs. And but this is a kind of a hurtful situation for me. And there's like a lot and a lot and a lot to say basically. For instance, like when I see like phase 5 for me, or phase 6, which involves basically me creating the system, which is uh, me creating basically the desired system and the desired outcome. Uh, has been difficult work, and everyone is coming to the realization that the postal issues are very, very, very much annoying, very, very much true. What do I do when I am someone without rights in the country? Meaning that up until there has been like several fights that I went through, legal and way more. Apparently, some people just do not understand how the law works, and they just have like a time machine to go back in events basically, without forgetting the one single idiot individual wearing like a police uniform. Is like a youth who also do not understand the world that they live in. They get support from their village in order to keep someone from basically living. And this is why people have been doing those tons of psychological argumentation in movies and in all other stuff. In July 2018, there has been like a lot of activities, and apparently it was around those days in June 2018 when someone had a lot of things, and there are actually those individuals who just work all day, hampering the development of basically hampering the development of society. Phase 6, when I put it out, it was like identifying the available renewable energy sources, land area available for renewable energy production, and the amount of renewable energy that could be extracted annually, as well that could be extracted annually, basically. We spoke basically very logically with these individuals. This is my last fact receipt from December 29th. And things are just unbelievable. And you know, people rob everything, rob from everyone, and rob under all circumstances. On August 28th, 2018, I was still a high-ranking member. I was still a respectful member while Sweden was at the United Nations Security Council, and that was in August 28th, 2018, and that's a serious matter. I was here. Apparently, few individuals' discrimination and deep beliefs had led them to give my property to other individuals. Uh, there is in here uh, the paperwork from like the Strasbourg court and other stuff. Uh, my life was fully documented since I think 2013, and I faced ton of problems, and those individuals are really deserving of some kind of punishment. When I go to phase 8, for instance, phase 7, where I am and when I complete it, it's like I say information on water technology availability and the load distribution, data on harvesting power from solar energy, the load directed to it, as well as wind power potential, data on material and energy need for high performance building and equipment, information about the distribution of waste to heat, bioenergy, biofuels, and waste management, information on the quality of energy distribution and production near residential areas while considering urban mining and CO2 storage with various infrastructures. The last one was like the circulation rate on the economy of this, and all of that. Uh, there is some sort of instability. I'm an individual who try to avoid the legal system as good as possible. When I go to the business consulting activities, because I decided to group all or two of them, and I wish to tell you this is like with the business plan and the engineering documents, it's 9 plus 8, which is equal to 17. When I do the business consulting activities, I remember the look on the police officer who gave me the paper from the airport on November 12, 2017. It looked like an it looked like my neighbor uncle. And I remember October 2017, things were really good. And if there was some kind of stability at that period of time, uh, I would have get like all of my earnings and all of my money. And yeah. However, things were extremely volatile. I remember uh, what I had proposed in 2013, in 2014, and I ended up ending all of it on September 16th, 2017, and that's not shivering up a vote or something. I ended up writing to CFR a one-page letter. I just detailed everything and my vision for the world, and yeah, uh, yeah. It was 4 years of extremely hard work, of extremely built up and everything. And as I did with my life, the engineering document and then the business plan. Later on, when grouping this in real life with Dansk, we reached this situation. So I made to the business consulting activities, environmental site assessment, strategic planning and policy development, project design and management, resource design and management, environmental and energy monitoring and reporting, energy planning and reporting, peer review services for future development proposals, site restorations, contact point with public bodies. I'm following this type of structure in order to basically have the best possible work or the best possible outcome. I said it's Canadian business model. I wrote it. I did all the writings, and we're basically faced with individuals just in the surrounding area where I am living who basically, yeah, it's not like necessary evil, but like they're just, it's just too much. With me having phase 4 creation of sustainability plan for the studied site. And yeah, as I said in the past, and I said it basically privately, what do I have? The hiding of acquaintances and a million of other things. And there's like hatred, there's like cruelty, and there is a lot of things basically. Then I have the thing from the UN, which is like 10 goals. And this has been my career that I never spoke of to any members of my family or anyone who is related to them, either through marriage or their relatives as well. Basically, completely blind situation. However, I need to collaborate with individuals. I need to meet them on a daily basis. Uh, I just don't say that I have projects until they are completed and everything is sorted out. And yeah, I do my part. Lastly, I have to say that concerning phase 8, which is socio-political analysis on the accepting of such technologies into the studied site or into the stratosphere, is a heavyweight job, and it's a very, very detailed job. I do this on a daily basis. I have this the SDGs goals: no poverty, zero hunger. It gave me safety. It didn't give me any money to my pockets. It's like thieves now steal from the United Nations, from the ICC, from the Human Rights Court, which is astonishing after astonishment. And to be just with everyone, it's very displeasing. It has been all the time this way, but it just climaxed. And in 2017 and 2018, I was making videos every day on my photo booth channel, photo booth stuff. This was in order to channel my anger as well as a lot of other things to calm myself down. But apparently, many members that I met had some problematic with that. My parents in 2017, 2018 were coming very late at night with a car, and when I expected them to leave, I thought they were be leaving like where my siblings lives, or which is 1978. I'm just recounting this. When I said in phase 7, in phase 7 there are people who use excavator, who build them, grader, bulldozers, trenchers, scrappers, uh, crowd loader, truck loader, backhoe loader, skip steel loader, people who manufacture copper, lead, glass, aluminum, pile boring machine, pile driving machine, zinc, stainless steel, iron casting, plastics and composites, and basically as well as renewable energy infrastructure, material recycling infrastructure. One I said in the past is a way, basically because 7 is a prime number, it's a way to, yeah. And basically, when I left, the prime minister was the basketball basket basketball player, and when I returned, it was someone else. And when I go in here, goal 1, no poverty. Goal 2, zero hunger. Goal 3, good health and well-being. Goal 4, quality education. Goal 5, gender equality. Goal 6, clean water and sanitation. Goal 7, affordable and clean energy. Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. Goal 10, reduce inequalities. Goal 11, sustainable cities and communities. Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. Goal 13, climate action. Goal 14, life below water. Goal 15, life on land. Goal 16, peace, justice and strong institutions. And goal 17, partnerships for the goals. And yeah, I was doing all of that because I remember the year of February 2000. I remember the year 2016, and apparently uh, there is some sort of uh, there is some type of repeated kidnapping that happens because it's unusual. Because if it is a family, It's unusual that always a member of the family is away from the house. And there big like 10 things to do. And basically there has been like postal issues, meaning that when we get money, it has been like forwarded to other people, even like within the postal services, which is actually a serious, very very serious crime basically. And what do they buy with it? Cars. And you know how much does a car cost? It's like $10,000. And in the capital, it was reported that in only in the capital, it was reported there is like or like in these two villages, it's like there's like about 4 million cars, which is like $40 million just on cars on average. But like it could be like $60 million just cars, and these are if you count like over 10 years, it could have been way more. And basically, the problem is the postal issues. And well, I'm just the person doing the work. I went to the police station as I told. I went to all the stations. All of them claim that they do not have my documents. And apparently there are like some kind of thieves and mafia and way more things, and just individuals who are doing problems, which right now has climaxed to the point is like we as good individuals, we really hope that the Vatican can help you. And this is where my parents live. We really hope that the Vatican can help you, because in June 2019, I went to the police station, and always until I met the right individual, meaning like the right police commander or like the right police chief, after they won the CAF nation in 2019, on the 25th of July 2019, meaning they brought it up from Africa or from Egypt, or there has been like some kind of an agreement. And there are those individuals who do not respect any laws. And even when I'm writing here, like mechanical, environmental, humanitarian, and energy laws and policies, and it's something that they have nothing to do with. I was not kicked out from the industry. I'm very well sure of that. I just shifted my focus, and it doesn't go well with a lot of people.